This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. You've been conditioned from childhood to follow a specific, well-paved roadmap. Go to school, get good grades, and secure a stable job with a reliable monthly paycheck. This is the ultimate financial holy grail passed down through generations. It feels safe, it feels comfortable, and it provides a predictable routine. Every month, the same amount of money lands in your bank account like clockwork. You can plan your rent, your groceries, and your weekend getaways around it. But what if the comfort you feel is actually a beautifully designed trap? What if the conventional wisdom we've trusted for decades is completely outdated? The truth is, in today's fast-moving economic landscape, relying entirely on a single corporate paycheck is no longer safe. In fact, it might just be the highest-risk financial strategy you can ever adopt. We need to deconstruct the illusion of job security and explore why a traditional stable job is actually a ticking financial time bomb. To understand why a stable job is risky, we have to look at the foundational rule of investing: diversification. Any basic financial advisor will tell you never to put all your money into a single stock. If that company goes under, you lose everything. Yet, when it comes to our primary source of income, we do exactly that. Having one stable job means you have exactly one client, your employer. Think about it like a business. If a company has only one massive client that provides 100% of its revenue, that business is considered incredibly unstable. If that client leaves, the business collapses instantly. When you work a traditional job, you are a business with a single client. You are entirely dependent on their financial health, their management decisions, and their opinion of you. The moment a corporate restructuring happens, an economic downturn hits, or an AI tool automates your department, that single revenue stream can drop from 100% to exactly 0% overnight. A freelancer with 10 small clients might lose 2 and still survive easily. A corporate employee loses their one client and their entire financial world turns upside down in a single afternoon. The greatest danger of a stable job isn't just the lack of diversification, it's the psychological illusion it creates. Because that paycheck arrives predictably every month, you build a lifestyle based on the assumption that it will always be there. This predictability breeds complacency. It makes you feel safe enough to sign up for long-term financial liabilities, a 20-year home loan, a 5-year car EMI, and premium credit cards. You lock yourself into high fixed expenses because your current cash flow supports it today. But while your expenses are locked in for the next 2 decades, your income is only guaranteed until the end of this month. When people feel secure, they rarely build aggressive emergency funds or invest in creating alternative income streams. They don't update their skills because their current job doesn't demand it. The stability acts as a financial sedative, keeping you comfortable right up until the moment the carpet is pulled from underneath you. When a layoff happens, a person with a stable job is often caught completely off guard, burdened with massive monthly liabilities and no immediate backup plan. Let's talk about growth. In a traditional job, your upside is strictly capped by a corporate matrix. You trade your time directly for money, and there are only 24 hours in a day. No matter how hard you work, no matter if you perform 300% better than your peers, your income is usually bound to a standard annual appraisal cycle. You might get a 5% raise, a 10% raise, or in a phenomenal year, maybe 15%. Meanwhile, real-world inflation, the cost of housing, healthcare, education, and quality food, is quietly eroding your purchasing power at a much faster rate. When your income growth is linear and controlled by someone else, you are effectively losing ground every single year. Furthermore, you cannot scale your efforts. If you want to double your income in a regular job, you can't just work 80 hours a week indefinitely without burning out. You are trapped in a system where your earning potential is decided by a board of directors who want to maximize their profits, not your personal wealth. You bear all the risk of living in an expensive world, but you enjoy none of the exponential upside that comes with owning equity, building intellectual property, or scaling a business. We are living through the fastest technological transformation in human history. Entire industries are being disrupted, reshaped, or completely wiped out in the span of a few years. Automation, machine learning, and advanced software are shifting what companies value. A role that is considered absolutely vital to a company today could become obsolete by next year. When you stay in one stable job for a long time, your skills tend to specialize deeply into that specific company's ecosystem. You learn their software, their politics, and their way of doing things. But the broader market is moving fast. If you stay in a comfortable bubble for 5 to 10 years without adapting, you face a massive hidden risk: skill obsolescence. If the company downsizes, you suddenly find yourself back in the open job market, only to realize that the skills you relied on are no longer in demand. Real security doesn't come from a specific job title or an employment contract. True security comes from having a dynamic, modern skill set that the market is actively willing to pay for at any given moment. It's time to change our perspective on what safe really means. Relying on a stable job isn't inherently evil, but treating it as your entire financial foundation is a massive gamble. True financial stability isn't a steady paycheck from a corporate boss. True stability is built on self-reliance, diversified income streams, and continuous skill acquisition. If you currently have a stable job, don't quit tomorrow. Instead, view that job as your seed investor. Use the predictability of that paycheck to fund your education, build your digital assets, learn high-value skills, or start a side hustle. Diversify your income just like you would diversify a stock portfolio. Build a world where if one door closes, 3 others are already open. In the modern economic era, the riskiest move you can make is to play it completely safe. Take control of your financial destiny, look past the illusion of the steady paycheck, and start building real security.